What advice do you give to Rod Hightower?
Well, first of all, I'm kind of enthused. He's now the third really leader when he fully takes over the reins. I mean, it's a little different than AOPA because in each case, the president before, and at least the last two, including me, have kind of left the scene and left it all for the people. But Paul still being around, and Tom and their expertise and their leadership are going to be important. I haven't met Hightower yet, but he can't be half bad because he flies a plane with two wings, and I happen to own a very similar plane to his Stearman. If you're watching this, Hightower, let me just tell you, a Stearman's a great plane. It climbs at 80, it cruises at 80, and it lands at 80. Now, my Waco, on the other hand, built in about the same time period for the same purpose, does fly at about 105 to 110 miles an hour versus the 80 that yours does all the time. But seriously, a lot of your viewers, members of any association, have to realize when you get as big as AirVenture, EAA, all the arms, all the subsidiaries, or AOPA and its mission, or any association, it could be the Trial Lawyers Association, for heaven's sakes, the person at the top is running a business. Yes, they have to be a figurehead. Yes, they have to represent their members, but they need to be first and foremost. And I was selected for the job as the third AOPA president, not because I knew my way really well around Washington, not because I was a former aerobatic pilot or military pilot, but I was selected because I'd run large organizations for large corporations and knew how to set up divisions, manage, and build those organizations. From what we see of Hightower's background, that's really critical. And the other thing is he has a daunting task ahead of him, so his different orientation, his business orientation, allows him to succeed to family members, which if you were running a grocery store, father to son, generally what happens, it fails. Now imagine this one, father to son, highly successful, growing like mad. Probably better not take a chance again if there were a third Poberezny out there, but go to somebody with a unique set of characteristics that are quite different than the ones we have here. I'm sure that's too cerebral an answer, but it really comes from the heart. And I plan, first chance I get, to tell Rod, I want to fly on your wing, but I'll have to throttle back pretty much with the Waco in order to.
Aero-TV is brought to you by
Freedom through control. Cirrus has completely reinvented the personal aircraft and the entire experience of owning a personal aircraft. It's a bold new take on private aviation that we call Cirrus Flying 2.0. You set the schedule. You chart the course. You're in control.